Audio sound. Check my audio testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio sound testing.
Yeah, rude boy, what's up? I'm over the street, man.
All right, Shalom. This is a outside lesson number 2 as of July the 29th, 2026. On this Wednesday, on this Wednesday noon. So with that, I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, or Kakadash, and the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His Son, begotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Hamashiach Yahushua. Those are the true names in ancient Paleo Hebrew. The Lashon the Holy Tongue, and I say Barak Abam to the elders and apostles, Akim or Akwaf, and I say Shalom. So as I mentioned once again, this is a outside lesson number 2 as of July the 29th, 2026 on this Wednesday at noon. And the title of the lesson is going to be the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6 to verse 7. And you had, I think it was a news article I had seen on my phone. I was checking my news feed on my phone on YouTube. You had Nero 47 talking about you're going to have Operation Beatdown or something like that. Because he previously had Operation B, the Operation B word, and then the Operation Beatdown this time. So that lets you know, since Iran did that surprising attack on over there in Jordan, the military base over there in the United States of Jordan, as of yesterday. Because, you know, they supposedly had some smooth talks progress, but Iran hit them with that surprising attack on those targeting those military bases. So that lets you know. And then I spoke about this earlier when I was out here earlier today, about a couple of hours ago, about the top negotiator of Iran was saying that they prepared, they prepared for Iran is prepared for an actual full war with the United States. So that lets you know they still in that warlike mindset, like it says in the book about Matthew, the 24th chapter. Wars and rumors of wars. So this is a book of matter of fact, bring out that Ecclesiasticus. Yeah, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 3, verse 1. It says, to everything there is a season and a time of every purpose of heaven. Right, because we are in these modern day times and seasons, and that purpose of heaven. This is modern day biblical science and science times. Ecclesiasticus, chapter 3, verse 7, go down a couple of verses. It says, in a time to reign, in a time to sow, in a time to keep silent, in a time to speak. Right, so we're in a time of speaking of biblical science and prophecies are increasing our world today. So we see these war, evil, and pestilence. We see a nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. Pestilence. That's continue to increase. So go down a couple of verses. Go down to the next verse. This is Ecclesiasticus, chapter 8, verse 8. It says, in a time to love, in a time of HATE, and in time of war, in time of peace. Right, so we still live in a time of war, and we still live in a time of HATE. So that's why the systems are still heating back up between Iran and the United States and Iran and Israel, Russia versus Ukraine. So these signs are building up, increasing, pushing forth wars and rumors of wars between the armies of nations. Now, I think it was a news article that came out as well, too, that the United States put more economic sanctions on Iran. But their oil tanker, they target once again. So the battle of the Strait of Hormuz continue to heat up once again. So this is the book of Matthew's the 24th chapter. Matter of fact, Jeremiah. So I'll just bringing out some precepts and scriptures along the way. This is Jeremiah. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 7. It says, nevertheless, hit out this word and speak into the ears of all the people. Right, so you come out and speak into the ears of all the people. Words of prophecies, sounding on about these biblical science prophecies taking place. This is Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8. It says that the prophets that have before thee, and before thee of old prophesied both against great princes and great kingdoms of war, evil, and pestilence. That's what we see in our world today. It's war, evil, and pestilence, especially the wars and rumors of wars, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. And this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, and verse 46, and it reads, it says, these shall heart faint, you fearful rumor that should be heard in land, and a rumor should come both 1 year, after that another year should come in rumor. God's land rule against ruler, right? So mighty rule against mighty rule. So this book of Matthew's the 24th chapter. Matter of fact, Luke 21, verse 25, and it says, So this is the book of Luke 21 and verse 25. It says, there shall be signs in the sun and the moon and the stars, and upon the earth the stress of nations. But perplex see where it's growing, right? So the Abshai says there was going to be signs in the sun, the moon, and the stars, and upon the earth the stress of nations were perplexed. So we see in the seditions, the uproars, people world, modern ruler against modern ruler, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. So we see in these political wars, economical wars, legal wars, oil wars, sanctuary war, trade wars, and that's something that will continue to increase. And that's why we see the nations are in perplexity. Especially these are armies of our nations. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 6. It says, ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, right? Like I mentioned again, we hear wars and rumors of wars on a day-to-day basis, even though it's been up and down, back and forth throughout the years and generations. Now we're seeing it once again heating back up, because these are the signs that Yahushua spoke about 2,000 years ago. Now we're seeing it taking place. These are times of these wars and rumors of wars. This is Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, which that goes into ethnos. It says that there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Right, so we're going to continue to see the uptick of earthquakes in diverse places, the increase in pestilence and famines, the increasing nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, the increasing of wars and rumors of wars, and that's what we're seeing. And this is the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, right, the armies of other nations over there in the Middle East. It says, prepare war. Wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw near to come up, right? So let all the men of war draw near to come up. And you had Nero 47, the operation beat down the Iranians. And then Iran is going to respond back to that. Just like they did that surprising attack of those military bases over there in Jordan yesterday. So that lets you know these are armies of nations. They stay in that warlike mindset. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 10. It says, beat your plowshares and the swords and the plunderers and the spears, and let the weak stand strong, right? So let the weak stand strong. These are armies of our nations. Continue to be rising up against one another, and especially the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps rising up against the United States armies and the Israel Defense Force armies and the Saudi Arabia armies as well too. Because you got tensions are heating up over there, Mediterranean Sea and over there in the Red Sea. So tensions are heating up between the Houthi rebels and the Saudi Arabia armies and their coalition forces of Yemen armies. So I'm gonna leave it at that. This is the book of Revelations 11 and verse 14. Matter of fact, Luke 21 verse 10, let's say Slocky. Yeah, it's the book of Luke 21 verse 10, because these are more signs to come. It says, then say he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, the kingdom against kingdom. Right, so more nation shall rise against nation, the kingdom against kingdom. So I'm going to bring out that Revelation verse 14, then I'm going to close it out. So this is the book of Revelations, chapter 11 verse 14. It says, the second will pass, before the third will come quickly. Right, so the second will pass, before the third will come quickly, because that's still going to come to pass fulfilled. So this is just a quick outside lesson that I want to bring out. Number 2, as of July the 29th, 2026, on this Wednesday noon. So with that, hopefully this was edifying. And with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Makakadash. And the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His unbegotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashabas, the Holy Tongue. And I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim, Wa'akwaf. Until next time, I would say Kwame Sharaba, and Bob Ball, and Shalom.